Testicle.
Testicuvra.
Oh, testicle fromage.
Oh, testy, microphone testicle.
Oh, testy. Oui, monsieur.
Went a lot weirder with that than I thought you would.
No, I always go pervy with everything, you know me.
Just because it's French, I mean, it's pervy. It just means that you're going to kill on sight.
You're going to build a base at fucking Three Valleys and kill everyone you see. And then when someone actually shoots at you, you're going to wave a white flag out your window.
I mean, it's not racist if it's true. Backed up by 60, 70 years of history. Actually, way more than that. I'm sure there was a point where, like, the French kicked ass, though, wasn't there?
Yeah. The French kicked ass in the First World War, in all fairness.
No, I'm on about, like, historically, like... A long time ago.
They kicked ass Napoleon times. They fucking kicked ass.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, the thing that they fucked up with was going into Russia. Like most places. Like Germany fucked up going into Russia. We fucked up going into Russia as well.
When did we go into Russia?
Crimean War.
Ah.
Yeah, we didn't get too far into it. We were like, ugh, fuck that.
I'm like, no, thank you, Mr. Bear.
We thought our country was cold. Yours is on the cracker side.
Okay, are we going to tell people that this episode was recorded ages ago? Because, I mean, we're going to sound different, I think.
Yeah, we've definitely evolved since then. So, yeah, we were going to say...
We've evolved like Pokemon. I'm Andy Tron.
I'm now a Raichu.
Oh, you just didn't come up with your own one. You just...
Oh.
Davey, what's the Doug trio?
Small Peen Chew.
Small Peen Chew. Yeah, I'll take that one. Are you a shiny?
Listen to the shiny.
Right, okay, so, you might hear a little difference in the quality or something, because I think we've dialed in our settings since we've recorded this actual episode. This is an episode that we recorded a couple of months ago now, and we're using it because I am not very good at organising my diary, and I have to go away for a few days, so we have no other time I don't have time to record and edit and do all that shit.
I know it sounds entirely professional, which is not in our remit, to have these ones set up for when we're actually too busy. But actually, we done it.
We done did it.
We done did it. Mm-hmm.
So, well, I mean, obviously, Dave, you haven't heard the intro. I've heard the intro because I've edited it. But at this point, I need you to butt plug me.
Oh, this is all about the plug, okay? You can catch us on Spotify, which is our main source of listening. You can catch us on DayZ.
It's our main source. That's what it is, like sauce like ketchup.
Our main source, mayo.
Spotify, you're my main sauce. Right, sorry, I interrupted. Carry on with your sauce. With your side
people are going to give
sauce.
us a flick on Podbean, and they are also going to give us a little pocket wank. But remember, guys, they're all going to come out 2 days before it comes out on YouTube. And YouTube comes out on Sunday. So if you want to still catch us there, catch us there. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. I've been Dave. I'm a joke.
And shout out to everybody that's bought merch. There seemed to be a little bit of a ramp up recently. I've had quite a few past week.
I need that password, Andy.
You're legends. No, you have to buy it like everyone else.
You little bitch.
All right. So this is episode 40. This is going out as episode 40, Dave. 40.
Oh, no, 40, and it just come on the worst week. I wanted to do something a little bit special for 40. But it seems to be an insignificant number and an insignificant week for everyone.
Yeah, like no one cares about 40, Dave. We're going to do something good for 50.
How comes people care about 40 years old then?
Because that's 10 years, not 10 fucking episodes. That's 10 whole years. That's a decade. You don't have a decade of episodes.
10 weeks. 10 episodes is 10 weeks. It feels like I go for a decade with your BS.
I've held shits for longer than 10 weeks.
Imagine that.
Right, what are we saying? Now we're going to cut this bit, I guess, and we're going to go into the next part of the intro that's pre-recorded fucking 6 years ago. Enjoy. Hello, Dave. This is the start of the podcast officially. So, hello. I have to say hello. That's what we do.
Dzień dobry.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Bonjour.
Oh, oui. Oh, no, we are French now. This is what we do. We speak a lot of French, and we make love and we drink the wine.
And we eat the skagel. Escargot is escargot. I don't know what escargot is. It could be fucking dick. I don't know.
All the French are going, you eat escargot. You do. You do.
Oh, you sick. I'm unsubscribing.
This is disgraceful.
So is this accent? You sound like he's from Dijon.
All right. Okay. Welcome to another episode.
Welcome to another episode. Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Friendly a DayZ podcast.
We might go to English at any minute.
What one was that one?
You went Australian.
Oh, was it Australian?
Yeah, you did. With a pinch of New Zealand there as well.
We never get to play with the Australians, do we?
I know. That's a shame because Lax Hawthorne and his crew, his motley crew, are hilarious.
Yeah,
I find Australians like hilarious in general. They've got a great sense of humour. It doesn't matter, like even the
don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, they're fun guys. Like mushrooms.
This is quite topical, really. We're talking about all geographical things, and this episode we're going to be talking about geographical things.
Yeah,
it's almost like we planned it.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, we can throw out as many accents as you like because it's topical.
Yeah.
It's not.
Nope.
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 So we did an episode describing like our favourite milli bases and our airfields and what works, what doesn't work. And we actually said in that episode that we were going to do an episode, or we were going to talk about favourite towns and towns that work or towns that maybe have a reputation and why we think that reputation is that and all that stuff, right? And we didn't. We got completely side. I guess we kind of forgot how many military bases there were.
Yeah, and obviously it being a podcast, we cascaded into buffoonery.
Buffoonery, yeah.
Yeah, like you're a buffoon. Like it's a balloon with loads of bluff in it.
Okay, I'll take your word for that, man. So yeah, we had a chat about all the mini bases and we didn't actually get around to all the towns, so we're going to dedicate this episode to towns and notable towns, right?
Yeah, I mean, me and Andy are obviously going to give our opinions like we do on all of our podcasts, and they're our opinions. If you have different opinions, please hit us up on our Discord and or on our comments on our YouTube section. We will endeavour to get back to you, and you could feature in an episode when we mention your comment.
Yeah, do you know what's really good? What I really want to push out, actually, I'm gonna do a couple of tweets about it. I want people to ask us questions, however.
No, I was told when I was in the army, no question is a stupid question, because if you need it answering in your head, it's not a stupid question. It could be like, do the socks have a heel pad? This is not a podcast question. That was just an army question. Infantry soldiers are not the cleverest.
Yeah, but I liked it when we had that episode when people asked us questions. Even it was like, what's your favourite sauce on a fry up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like
that was good.
Answering that.
That was
shit.
good. Yeah. So just hit us up on the Discord. Let's make the Discord active. Make it booming. I want Andy waking up to the notifications and answering them, because he is more diplomatic than me and answers them all.
Yeah, I'm gonna get blisters. I got blisters on my fingers.
Don't worry, Andy.
What was that? Is that John Lennon?
Medical cover.
Medical attention, yeah?
Yeah, I'll give you medical attention.
Nice. Okay, so let's crack on. Let's play the intro. Okay. Did you enjoy the intro there, Dave? It was quite a short one, I think, in comparison to some of the recent ones.
Oh yeah, but I love that tune. I love it every single time. It's catchy.
Well, see, when we're recording it, you don't actually hear it unless you play it to yourself in your head just to psych you up.
Oh, I play it in my head the whole time we were streaming, man, or recording. It's just amazing. I just love that tune.
Just a pump it up, gotta go pump it up.
It's funny how we come up with that tune. We both picked that one. It was just weird.
Yeah, I had a list of
randomly,
like
just literally
9 or
top
10
my
of them,
list.
wasn't it? Yeah, but
Yeah.
list of 9 or
that
10
one.
of them, and yeah, that one was we both. But that one, that's the one.
That one, that's got to be the one. And and other people have commented on it. If you listen to that 87.8 Survivor FM,
No.
that was it 88.7?
No, you got it right. You just nearly got it wrong.
Fuck's sake. I thought I got it right. Don't second guess me, Andy.
I'm just gonna keep telling you got stuff wrong this episode, even though you haven't.
Yeah, I was like, fuck's sake, so unsure.
Let's see how many times I can get you. There we go. That's number 1. Ding.
Right, I'm going to do it to you, Andy. Moving on. Only joking. Andy, what is your favourite town? Well, it doesn't have to be down to any map. It could be any map. I'm sorry for the console guys if we mention maps that are not currently out on your platform, but
Suck it.
it might... Andy, diplomatic sir, remember where we come from.
Oh yeah.
But all I'm saying is, you might need to take that leap of faith to see what we're talking about. And trust me, you won't regret it. Andy, what is your favourite town?
Oh, that's very difficult. Favorite
map.
Favorite for I know. Favorite for what though?
Your favourite? What's the one you love to frequent?
Yeah, you're genuinely gonna have to bear with me because I'm gonna have to think about it.
You want a town with bears with you? Okay, that's in Livonia at the south.
Fucking balance. Do you know what? I do like Gleniska and Livonia. It's not my favourite. What's my favourite? What is my favourite? Do you know what my favourite? Nah, it's not my. It's still not my favourite. It's not a town. You know that.
What is it then?
That little summer camp, Romashka by Devil's Castle.
The one with the pub and the medical.
That's like my favourite
like that
area. I really like that place. But I think my favourite town is probably... No, I can't pick. I just can't pick.
No?
No, I don't think I can. Can you pick? You go first.
No, I didn't know, Andy. I needed time to think while you were fucking deliberating. Mate, that's why I picked you first.
Actually, I tell you what. I think my favourite place is Esseka City.
Oh, son of a gun.
Yeah, see, that's a good one, isn't it? You didn't think of it.
Yeah.
And do you know what?
I did think of it. It was on my list. I've written it down in my notebook.
And I'll tell you for why, Gavin and Stacey.
All right, but
it's got a bit of everything in there, right? It's got the industrial. It's not too big. It's got the sunken city or whatever, sunken village.
Yeah.
It's got all of the high-rise flats. It's got a military not too far away. But the most unique thing
is a nightmare.
The most unique thing about it is the zoo. I fucking love that zoo, man.
I do love the zoo, man. The amount of battles we've had in the zoo.
And it's such a unique area that it's very easy to be the place to go in Esseka. Yes, it's the biggest place in Esseka, but you can also divide it up into like 4 or 5 different places. Like the industrial, you've got the zoo, you've got Esseka City, you've got the... what's that compound like with all the like the police cars in it? And
police
stuff
compound,
like
no, it's just the police compound.
Yeah, exactly. You've got all of that stuff there, and then you've got the very east side of it. Sorry, just before like Sunken Village, just after Sunken Village. So you've got Sunken Village, and then you've got the entering where it's all a little bit more residential, I guess. Like cars and houses and stuff like that before it gets into the city side of it. I think that's probably my favourite. I think it's very well done. And there you go. There's my answer. Now it's your turn.
Do you know what? Esseka, and you know how much I love Esseka as a map. I'm coming from someone that's got a full-time job, casual gaming and stuff, Esseka's a good map. And that town, a city, is just great.
You can't copy me.
No, I'm going to have a caveat of that. I'm going to say, me personally, I think a great town has many parts to it that underestimate. It's a Staroy. I like Staroy.
Okay. What?
You got
Cherno, the little tiny town, Staroy.
It's not so tiny. It's got 2 parts to it. You got obviously the west part of it, which is the east part of it. The west part of it has like the farm, the church. Moving on to the centre of it, that has the PD, medical, and the little hunting store or shop. And then you move to the east of the town, which is very underused. But then you've also got that military camp on the hill. It has areas where you have to hide yourself from it as well. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like, you can't. I mean, in all fairness, Solnichi is a great town for that, but it's so early game that it doesn't actually get the PvP that it. Well, now it doesn't get the PvP that it has, and doesn't. You're out of there as soon as possible because you can't ever find anything in there. You want to move inland. Some of these ones all by the coast within the first 2 tiers of the game are underrated as such, because if they were further in town, some of them would make great. I mean, some of these towns along the Northern Highway further in, they're just all pretty similar, just one road going through the middle. Do you know what I mean? And you're like, actually, you could change that.
Yeah, I think so. I think Staroy though to me is more like the Vybor of the coast. All right,
True.
so like you've got.
But I find Vybor just very sameish. It's just a circle.
If you've got Vybor and VMC, and they go pair and pair, and if you find people in Vybor, it's because they've been to VMC or going to VMC or Northwest Airfield, whatever. It's like a perfect stopgap, right? Which is the same for Staroy. The people that are going to those tents are probably coming from or going to that town. Like Staroy,
it's one of the bigger towns. It's like the transition period into the middle of the map, isn't it, Staroy? Yeah. So you are on a loot route, and that is one of the bigger towns on the loot route. I just like the layout of the town. Imagine if that layout of that town was in another location further inland, and you had better weapons. Yeah, the town would be very good for PvP. Just how many times have we had fights in Grishino? And Grishino is just that one road going all the way through it. It's
a bit boring, isn't it?
It's a bit boring. Open fields each side of it. No, if you had Staroy there, you know, better weapons. You know, you got hills you got to hide from with people with high power snipers. You got to hide. You know, the houses in the middle are close quarters. You got to hide from that guy with a sawn off FAMAS. Do you know what I mean?
A sawn off FAMAS. Can you get that?
Yeah, you saw off the FAMAS. It's smaller in the inventory, and it still packs the same punch as a normal FAMAS.
Damn it. Well, every day's a school day.
The firing rate is unbelievable. But that one is for another podcast when we talk about guns.
Hello. So those are probably those are our favourite towns, right? So let's talk about towns that have got a reputation, and no matter what that reputation is. So we're not talking like Electro Cherno as spawn towns, because that's what they literally are, spawn towns. But like a reputation for Zeleno is that you're always going to find someone in Zeleno. It's a very dangerous place to be, Zeleno, and the same for Severograd. Severograd's always a busy place as well, and Novaya Petrovka. Why? Well, let's talk about why those things are super busy and why they have those reputations.
Well, it's got to be geographical locations, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So, you know, Severograd is on the same track as Seleno.
Northern Highway.
Northwest Airfield, if you were to. They're the same sort of circumference around. You know, if you draw a round, circle, where you spawn from, Zeleno, Severograd, they're on the same sort of aperture as such.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Same distance away from where?
So, same distance from spawn point, but also same distance from better military loot. So they're in that sort of mid-tier action area where actually people these are transition towns that have to sort of be transitioned. The same as Nobi's. If you get the map up, draw a line, go from Zelenogorsk, go all the way from Rogpog, go Stary Sobor, go up past, and then you come up to Severograd. So they're on the same sort of curved line. So
I've just done a line from Cherno to Zeleno to Northwest Airfield, right? Yeah. And that is 9,400 meters.
Yep.
I'm just going to do another one from the closest spawn to Severo, which is, I guess, Berezino?
Berezino is Spet.
I think Berezino's closer.
Okay.
We'll do Berezino to Severo. No, I'm just doing as the crow flies, right? So straight.
Yeah, as the crow flies.
And then
that's what we like.
To Bash is probably. Oh, dude, Severo is just a lit. They're pretty much the same. 9,500. They're pretty much the same.
So what I'm saying,
right, dude. Yeah, you're bang on.
Yeah. So they've got to be transitioned through before going to the next tier of military loot / better loot.
They're like right in the middle of spawn and Northwest Airfield.
Yeah. So they get frequented quite a bit. Zeleno I believe, is a better town / city than Severograd, Severograd, just because of that military compound.
Which is always super dangerous, man.
Which is always super dangerous.
Yeah.
You've got the hills coming from Bor, that hill from Bor to Zeleno. That's always got at least someone looking at you. If you use that in your head, try and keep that hill.
My only qualm with Zelenogorsk is you go there, you go to the military, you go to the train, you might go to medical, but then the rest of the town is dead. Like the rest of the town almost.
But now
you
can't go to Polovo military, or you wouldn't really want to go via Polovo town anymore because you might find that super geared player that's coming back down to go to the gas zone. You need to find food at Zeleno, so you've got to frequent the rest of the town. You've got to go there. I use that word frequent quite a bit.
Yeah. Frequently.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, and obviously you've got Green Mountain to your northeast of the Zelenogosk, which makes that a good dynamic. For the transition.
It's all right. It's good on like a modded server where they do some more stuff with it. But I think vanilla, there's what is there? There's one barrack and a prison. Or a camo even. It's just not there.
There's some towns that you don't even think about sometimes. We're talking about these towns. Like there are towns that you don't particularly think about, like Lopatino. Valovo.
Don't really go up. Well, you go up that way if you're
Topolniki. Yeah, Topolniki is quite a nice little town, but it doesn't get used as much because the people that transition from Bash to go Novaya Petrovka into Tissy up that way. I mean, Topolniki is very rarely used.
Yeah.
It's not a natural arc as such.
I'm just trying to find the place that we had a base once because it was a town that we just never went to.
On the left-hand side of the map, and it was Zier. Was it not Zier? Or no, was it...
No, I know it was the one that you're thinking of. That's not the one I'm thinking of. It was near BMC.
Where we had a base?
Nah.
Oh.
Was it Pustoshka? Yeah,
it was. Don't hurt my soul like that. Don't hurt my soul like that.
Shut your mouth. Yeah, so we had a base in Pustoshka in the...
Oh, yeah, that's another town.
In the store. Yeah, so there's no real reason to go there, is there?
It's a nice-looking town in the wrong place.
Yeah, which is a really nice town. I think you're right, in the wrong
I find
place.
out with Solnichi as well. Solnichi, with that hill, little mini industrial, like where people look at,
Solnichi is absolutely a spawn town, man.
It's a spawn town, but if that was somewhere else, that hill and all this, you could have another crappy town there. Put bloody Cabadino in there.
yeah, shit like. And what is the other crap one round there? Is it Olivet's that's just really tiny?
Olivet's, very small. You got the other maps as well. There's a very look. Poliana. Is it Poliana down in the bottom, the southwest of
Livonia?
Livonia. That's quite a nice map. You got high buildings. You got the petrol garage in the middle. That's quite a nice dynamic of a town, but it's in the wrong place because it's where else are you going to go from there?
Yeah, there's
it's miles away from anywhere.
There's a lot of that, isn't there? And things like the summer camp on the west side in Cherno. Where is that? Near Severe. I can't remember. I don't know if it actually has a. Oh, is that it?
The summer camp near the summer camp
or Metallurg. I'm zooming right in on the map here. I've never heard that before. Metallurg.
Oh, Metallurg.
That area is beautiful, isn't it? It's lovely.
That's so nice. Obviously now they've added the ski resort on that side of the map and stuff. People try and go there a bit more, but I don't go there.
It's not just that; it's the trains. They've added all the trains around there, right? So the static trains and all the military trains that drop all the M79s.
M24s, M79s, yeah, not M24s.
The M79
modded. Yeah.
So that's cool. So I mean, they obviously knew that side of the map wasn't getting as much use, and hey, let's do something about that, which is good. It gives all these other things. From there you can go up to like Tricresta or across to the Lopatino, like you're saying, or where's that really massive castle? There's a big castle around there as well, isn't there?
Sinnerstock.
Is it Krona?
Sinnerstock Krona, yeah. Sinnerstock Krona, yeah.
Yeah. So those kind of things, and they're beautiful places. Like really good looking places, just not really used very much.
Yeah.
So have a look at maybe a town that's got a bad rep. So not for like this PvP or one that's quite frequented. There you go, Dave. But like Novo.
Novo.
It's that town has such a bad rep, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, we went on a modded. We went on quite a modded server, remember? And we had a base in Novo.
Hang on.
Yeah.
You're eating.
It's like in my mouth.
Eat what you had something in your mouth. Eat what you're eating. Tell me your thoughts.
I'm done.
No, you're not. I'll tell you when you're done.
I'm done now.
Right.
Yeah, so Nova, we had that base there, but then it's this very shooty, killer freshy there, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, back in the day,
That's a nice looking city.
It is a nice looking city, but way back in the day, it was very laggy, right? Extremely laggy. So people stopped going there. Yeah, people stopped going there, and then it was completely empty. So it was a really good place to have a base. And now it's a little bit in the middle. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of.
And that leads you to that Chernarus Polana as well. That's actually quite a nice place.
Yeah, I love that town.
I like that town, but it's in the wrong place.
What do you mean? Well, I don't see it because that's very residential.
But if this town here, Chernarus Polana, say move it inland, move it where, say, Devil's Castle is, and move Devil's Castle somewhere else. That would be good. It's a nice town, quite near the Northwest Airfield. It'd be quite nice, man.
Well, there's two things here, right? Firstly, I'm initially going to disagree with you, but I'm eventually going to agree with you, right?
I know you are, because I'm always right. Thank
you. So. What if Chernarus Polana was closer to Northwest Airfield? Why would I bother going Chernarus Polana? All right, there's nothing there for me. There's like a fucking well. That's it. And then you've just got a whole town there dedicated to one well. Whereas if it's closer to spawn, you've got loads of houses for food, for weapons. You've got a fire station for good stuff that a freshie can pick up, right? However,
what's the map? What are the maps genuinely missing though? What are you thinking the map's missing? I in my head.
You haven't let me agree with you. You haven't let me agree with you yet.
Yeah, but we know it's happening, so it's fine.
So just give me a sec and I'll finish my fucking point.
Please, can I finish?
Yeah, can I finish? I'm not finished yet.
Oh, I'm not finished. All right.
You ain't catching me out with that. If you moved Chernarus Polana to Grashino,
yes,
then
I would tend to agree.
That might be quite nice.
I like that,
and I think that would get
or you
more
move
people...
it just up the road from Grashino. Yeah. You move it just up the road to that area near Adamovka.
Adamovka, yeah. So that would probably get more people into Northwest Airfield.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah. But I think we can't just move Chernarus Polana away. I think we need to kind of
you've got to replace it.
Yeah.
You've got to replace it. You replace it with another one of them, nondescript towns. Let's feel like Olivet's and
nah, fuck all those ones. I like ones like Chernarus Polana where there's it's substantial enough for a freshie. You might get some fire gear, you might get a fire axe, you might get a fucking shotgun and some ammo.
It's a lovely town. I like the town. I like going there. Yeah. It's on my go list. I like it. Do you know what I mean? Another town that's got the shittiest of the stickiest of the ickiest fucking reputations.
Yeah.
And it's named after a jacket. It's the Gorka jacket.
Yes, because I was going to bring that one up next.
Yes, you were.
So Gorka's
it's nasty, man.
Gorka is pretty much, it has the reputation of a fucking military camp where it's just kill on sight.
Listen to this. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to approach Gorka from the petrol garage, Berezino, from the double mill tents, yeah?
Yep.
You're approaching it from the west. You're coming up west. What is on the east of Gorka?
On the east of Gorka?
What is the east of Gorka? High ground.
Industrial. Oh.
No, high ground. It's the hills up near the barns and that. So it leads, you get in there, get either a CR527 or if or something with a little bit of range.
There's no visibility from there.
But if you get you get there, you get in on the hill, you can see quite a bit, especially that well is open.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So if you went round to the west where the hill is better and there's visibility into the town. So you've got 2 hills on the west. Right, you've got the one that's open.
That's north of the town. If you look at it, it's actually north of the town.
Northwest and the southwest.
Yeah,
so those 2 places, those 2 hills there, are where you're most likely to get shot from.
Yeah, and it's honestly that town, I think 7 out of 10 times, which is quite a high percentage amount of times people go through that town. You're gonna get. There's shots. There's always shots.
I think the problem with it is that the highway runs straight through it. There's a hill on the opposite side of the town to where most people will be coming from. So you can easily sit on that hill and spot someone coming up that open road and go, right, let's get ready. They're probably going to hit the well. They're probably going to check the shop. They might go in the PD. You know what I mean?
No, definitely. Yeah,
it's just
definitely.
that visibility.
Yeah.
I think that's why that's such a KOSy town. There we go. We nailed it, mate. We nailed it.
Also, the two towns that have the same last name, they're quite sticky of the icky.
Stary and Novi.
Stary and Novi, they're always blasty towns.
Blasty. Well, I don't
Stary
think Novi
more
is
than Novi.
Yeah, I don't think Novi is as much anymore.
It used to be horrendous. People used to sit in them buildings opposite PD and watch to see if you go in PD. When they see you, they track you.
Yeah, all around church as well. It got into a lot of fights around church in Novi for some reason.
Church and Barnes. Church and Barnes are crazy. You know that piano house near Barnes. That's always quite a place to catch someone.
With Starry, you've got that visibility from the town. So from the town, you can see people coming across the field or across the highway.
Remember that old route we used to take, Andy, when we used to go from Gogovo, cut through the trees, come towards that summer camp, totally miss out Novi because we knew we were either going to die or be low health
There's
when
no
we left
reason
there.
to be there, right?
Yeah. So we bypass it and come down into Starry via the high ground, and you can try and spot someone. That seems to be the nicest route. But it's good. Remember, we used to go through there was no fairground, and now there's a fairground.
That's right.
There, which they updated a couple of patches ago, updates ago, which was quite. I actually really enjoy that. Fairgrounds, actually, to be fair.
Very good addition. Friendly.
I do want to mention though, like when we are talking about these favourite towns and that, what is one thing that these maps are sorely missing?
Oh, have you got what? Have you got? The
I've got my answer. You may have a different answer. You may want a 24-hour sex shop, but it won't be there all the time, Andy. I'm sorry, but me personally,
why is that over 24 hours? I ain't lasting that long.
No,
it's a 3-minute sex shop.
3.5 second sex shop. Sticky pages in the book.
Moving on.
Moving on. I think personally, it's a larger, massive city with different dynamics to it. So like a football ground dynamics, like a football ground. Like what town is it? Yeah, like a stadium.
Oi, naughty. Like a big fuck off stadium.
Yeah.
With loads of shit around it as well.
Yeah, like a residential area south of it and a stadium to the north, pretty much like what city. Paris. Yeah, like Paris, like where the Paris Saint-Germain stadium is a little bit north of Paris, but Paris is just south. Let's not get a city as big as Paris, but there's the dynamic there.
We've gone French again. We've gone French again.
I really want to go.
Is that a French Elvis?
Thank you very much. I feel that we are going slightly down the wrong route.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move. I'm going to move in on myself. So
move on.
That is a very good shout. That is a very good shout. And we're not talking. I think if there was something that big there and something so substantial, it can't have a single bit of military anywhere near it, or not. What I mean, in it, no military in it.
I mean, obviously. Because you've got terrible football pitches around at the moment. The one in Severograd, is it Severograd? Is it Severograd that has the football pitches?
No, it's just before that. It's Severino, isn't it? Oh, no.
Is it?
I don't know.
Which one is it? I think it's Severino. Yeah, I think it's... No, it's not.
Let's ask the Ghostbusters.
No, it is. It is Severograd. It is Severograd. That's a football pitch. Yeah, the football pitch there. You got the one in the north of Cherno. I mean, these must have poor football teams. We need a good Premier League style football team stadium.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Dirty. That'll be a dirty dynamic to have.
That'd be great for like freshies or mid-tier people, not freshies, but mid-tier. That needs to be somewhere, like we're saying, in the middle of where the objective is, so where Zeleno or Severograd is. So
I'm thinking put it where Mog is, man. Put it a little bit north of
hate
Mog.
Mog, don't you? You hate Mog.
Mog's muggy.
Muggy Mog.
Mog.
I think, and I think this will actually happen. I think they are going to put a bunker somewhere behind Tissy.
Yeah, I believe this might be a thing.
Or
I think it's been leading towards that for some time.
are they going to put a bunker somewhere more south with a key card that you can only get from Tissy? But then you've got more chance of people camping you, I guess.
If they cared about camping, would they have bunkers?
That's true.
People camp the bunker on. People have already adopted that
tactic. That's the meta, isn't it? Yeah. Like,
M70,
ridiculous.
And Banov as well. People have already adopted that style.
Stop it.
Styly.
Stop it, guys. It's not fun. It's not fair. That's all.
And if you want to go camping, ring up Bear Grylls and go with him.
If you want to go camping, go to Metallurg or wherever it was I said earlier.
Yeah. Where is that place? Oh, yeah.
Try Cresta. Go there.
Get yourself a tent and Papa Oscar.
Friendly?
I know we've spoken a lot about Chernarus.
Of course.
But there's a reason for talking about Chernarus. Livonia, apart from Nadbor, and Topolin up in the towns up there, you haven't got many.
I hate Topolin.
I hate Topolin, but it's the only two big towns are Nadbor and Topolin, and there's nothing else really to talk about in Livonia. We've hit it in so many of our podcasts now, or how distinctly average that map is. I feel sorry for our console people that you've only got these two maps, and clearly one of them is not a viable option for good gameplay. Yeah. We are sorry about that. They have tried. I mean, I don't know if they've tried hard enough, but they have tried with the whole having a mission on that map now with a bunker, and we see if that has given it. I mean, it hasn't really attracted me personally back to playing the map more.
Well, that's the thing with it, though. That's the only thing, isn't it? There's still massive. There's still vast amounts of open space between anywhere of interest. Any points of interest? I mean, there's very little points of interest on that map. So, adding a bunker, very good move. Love it. However, it doesn't make the journey to that bunker any different, in my opinion.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, you've still got the same struggles, or it's just nothing on any. There's only really the middle of the map, or the west of the map. Polyana's the only thing on that side of the map. Yeah. Anyway, with what's Geroto?
No. What's that killer? Vorkuta in Nemausk. I think that's a good town.
But we also, Vorkuta and Banov City from Banov. That's another big city that's quite good. I mean, they both have the same problems where it's a lot of freshborn fuckery.
Yeah.
But if you can get away from there with some good gear and get away, it's a good foundation for a good life on them community maps. Obviously, you need a good foundation for a good run in both of them maps. One's a vast map. One is a very survivally sort of harsh map. So you're going to need that foundation. But they are good laid out towns or cities. Obviously, Banov itself is I believe Cabello has masked, it's mimicking very similar to the town in his country he's designed it on. So,
go on, carry on. I've just thought of something that we were talking about earlier.
Was it Essica?
No. Talking about the road that runs through the town with hills. Warren Cove on Deer Isle is exactly the same. It's exactly the same setup. There's one road that runs all the way through the middle of the town, and there's hills overwatching it. Right, this is going to change how I play. I can't believe it's taken this. So the places where you always get shot at and where you always get shot from, it's always those type of situations.
Yeah,
it's not always and only that type of situation, but do you know what I mean? Like, that's just going to change the way I play, I think. If there's a main road going through a town, I'm not doing it anymore.
Well, that's the thing, and if you want to go tactically, height has the advantage. German fighter pilots used to use the height during their, the Battle of Britain and stuff, and during all wars. The higher the ground, the more chance you have to win, the fight if you have the aerial advantage or the height advantage.
Oh, that great documentary between Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, he knew what he was talking about. Basically, the height, you're going to win most battles.
It just seems so fucking obvious. Do you know what I mean? We've spoken before about, what did you call it? About points where you funnel people in.
VPs, vulnerable points.
Vulnerable points.
Yeah.
So if there's a single road going through a town surrounded by
valley,
hills, that whole road is a VP.
Have you not seen the start of the start of many war films. The start of the one with Mel Gibson in
Patriots Day.
No.
Braveheart. Lethal Weapon 1.
Freedom. No.
Lethal Weapon 2. Lethal Weapon 3.
The Vietnam one.
Rising Sun. No, that was Bruce Willis.
Yeah. No. Oh.
I'm just gonna fucking Google it and put you out your misery.
Please do. It's a great film as well. It's just
We Were Soldiers.
We Were Soldiers. The first part is when the French get ambushed by the Viet Cong, or the Vietnamese Viet Cong, and they have the element of surprise and they ambush them on a road. They were traveling down the road.
They were masters of that, weren't they? That's how
they were
won.
the masters. I could keep going with all the other places where height has its advantages. There's only one way you're going to win a fight with an enemy on a levitated encampment, and it's if you have numerical advantage. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to have the numerical. Yeah, you're not going to have the numerical advantage playing a computer game.
Where you're most likely running solo or in a duo or something.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah.
I can't believe it seems so rookie. It seems like such a rookie thing, and I can't believe it's taken however many thousands of hours I've got in the game to just really look at it and analyse it and go, shit, of course that's a problem there. You know what I mean? Mad.
Yeah, why would I want to go to the well in Gorka? I am in a fishbowl.
Yeah, I am a sitting duck.
You know what I mean? Why would I want to go into, some bash with that hill just looking at me?
What?
So, bash with the hill with the trees looking at you, one where you always get sniped from.
You're on about tents. There's no hill
Bash.
overwatching Bash.
Yes, there is.
There's that little mound. Yeah, okay, around the side with the trees. Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, that's where they always are, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus, right, that's it. Now we've nailed that. We're going to be fucking pros.
Pro bro. Yeah. So, but like I said, with towns, we obviously, we do say it in many of our podcasts, but hats off to the king of, map design, John McClane.
Yeah.
He makes beautiful cities, towns, and fair play to Samarak as well. He made some beautiful towns and stuff in Novaya. Not many of them, but he made beautiful ones when he did.
I don't think Novaya is necessarily like a beautiful place. It does have its moments, but I think it's more about the experience on Novaya, isn't it? Like Novaya is about
it's the survival. People love the survival.
Exactly, and that's where Sumrak thrives, I think. Imagine if they both collaborated on a map or something and made like a...
Imagine if John McClane got hired by Bohemia.
Yeah, he would make a good map. See, the thing is, Chernarus is like definitely the blueprint.
Royalties,
for all of these
want
maps.
royalties, John McClane.
He's no, not he. Chernarus is the blueprint, and everything kind of bases itself off of that, like because that's such a successful map. I think the best representation is probably Deer Isle, because it does have its big towns, it does have its small towns, it has its airfields, military bases up north, and points of interest on the way.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, me personally, I know, like I said, the Essica for the casual gaming, it's got some very nice towns. I know the main city was your top city, with the dynamic of the zoo and the area.
Very unique, man.
Yeah, unique, very good. Very good, very nice.
Yes.
Very cool.
Friendly?
This is Video of the Week. Video of the Week brought to you by Dave.
Sponsored by Dave. Not the TV channel.
It's not DEFCON approved yet, but it is sponsored by Dave. No, this is Marks. Marks has done himself DayZ's Toxic Zones. Are they worth it? Marks is just a YouTube thing. There you go. Toxic Zones, are they worth it?
I thought you were going to say Toxic Zones are gash.
They fucking are. That is my point of view. All right, my point of view.
So what does he do? What does Marks do?
Well, he just explains, are they worth it? He talks to two and the throw. He argues with himself. He loses. He wins. And then you actually get all the information you need, which is actually very good.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that. I haven't watched it, but I'm gonna watch it because I have no real idea whether it's worth going in there or not. I know you can get like suppressors and shit in them, but then I don't know like spawn rates or anything like that. So yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Cool. Was there just a tip?
Just the tip. Hello. Have you got one? Have I got one?
I don't know. Have we got one?
Oh, do you know what? I'm actually going to add into this a little bit. I had a run with 2 people from the Discord yesterday.
Oh, I had a run with 3 people from the Discord.
All right, fucking Billy Big Bollocks.
Oh, well, and if you've been Tenerife, I've been 11
I had a run with 2 of the guys. It was Joe and Ben. We ran for a bit. Joe and I were dying from spawn, really. I was like fucking black and white, and Ben came and saved us, basically. We went and cooked some food. We ended up in Gorka, and that's where I had to split. But yeah, it was a good little run. But that's what reminded me about the tips, because I was like talking them through. I taught Ben how to fish. He'd never fished before, but I taught about making a fireplace and all that stuff. So
I didn't get to meet up with my lot.
Oh, did you not?
No, they took the worst spawn of Kamashova, went up to Mister because one of their friends was there, and I was all the way up at Novaya. I managed to get into a gunfight, killed 2 people, died, and then I couldn't get a fucking cami spawn.
Oh yeah, cami spawns are quite rare, to be honest, aren't they?
Yeah, when you actually want them, you won't get them. When you don't want them, you're getting 12 times.
Right, I'm going to do just the tip now. We fucking diverged a little bit, but this one is called Spread 'em.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Spread 'em.
Okay, sir.
And then in brackets, just don't stick together. So when you're running with someone, don't stack up on each other and get in each other's way and potentially give a shooter a collateral opportunity, or they might be able to take you out with one quick burst or something like that. Stay like 10 meters apart. Stay on the other side of the road to each other. Stay in front or behind each other. Don't stick right next to each other. And this especially goes for being in a gunfight. You might have seen on Twitter, I posted a picture about there was 14 dead bodies on Karma Crew Livonia server. And Dave and I were 2 of those bodies, and Defcon was 1, Mark was 1. But that was multiple gunfights, and we won the first gunfight because we split up instantly. We rushed around this house. This guy was like shooting at someone, but I had gone around. I diverted off around the back, proper flanked him, and shot him in the side of the head.
I got killed we just split out. Because someone threw a grenade and failed.
Yeah, someone killed themselves with a grenade. Not one of us, one of them. But yeah, again, that's another thing where don't split up. If we'd all stuck with you, then Dave, we'd all be dead.
Yeah, 100%. No, we all just split up. Like I said, get out the door. And a couple of us, I bomb bursted left. You went right. Defcon went left, right, and Mark went straight on.
Or something. Who knows? But yeah, spread them. So don't stick together because you're a bigger target when you're grouped up. You're just one big target. So what are you gonna do next time you're on the street with me, Dave?
Let's spread them.
You're gonna spread them, baby.
Let's spread them, baby.
Okay. Do we have time for Community Chronicles?
I think we do.
Are you friendly? I've got a community. Shall I go again? A Community Chronicles post from Ben. He's changed his name on Discord now. I can't remember what it was. It was 1987 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. Right. I'll just say AT&T.
AT&T. Pew pew. Yeah. Okay. Well, this one, I'm just going to call him Ben. So if your name's Ben, then this gets accredited to you. Well done.
Ben. Pew pew.
I'm setting the mood. It was a warm, sunny afternoon in Chernarus. And I'm taking advantage of a super low pop to explore random towns that I haven't been to yet because I'm still fairly new. Is the scene set?
The scene is set. I know where you are.
Lovely. And this word kind of grinds on me. I'm kitted. It means geared, all right? I'm geared, not kitted. I think Sour Sweet started saying kitted, didn't he?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's where it's come from. Anyway, I'm geared. I'm changing it. I'm geared all right thanks to a convoy near Darlina. I've got an AUG, some nice gear. So running around, not worried that much. He heads towards Moglievka. I've never been there before. It's pretty quiet and he spots a dead Z. A few seconds later, a freshie darts into a house. I'm not killing this dude. I really don't play KOS. But I run after him because I've got half a dead goat in my invent and I thought we could share. I run into the house with my orc still out and the dude just drops, lies on the ground and is silent. Friendly? Friendly, I say. Have you got a mic? No reply. Hello, have you got a mic? He stands up with a broom in his hand and shakes his head from left to right. Now we all know the rules, no mic, no life. But this dude literally has only got a broom. Well, you know the rules, but whatever, here's some steak. So I drop some food and I also give him my scorpion. I told him again that he really should get a mic and then I leave. As I'm walking down the steps, I can hear a mic open and some breathing. That bastard was lying. I ran back up and said, hey, you do have a mic. A few seconds later, this literal kid starts talking. And in my head, I imagine like a 13-year-old or something. I was scared, he said, or something like that. I said, I thought you would shoot me. Oh, poor kid. I replied, no, I don't want to shoot you, but, anyone else would have killed you for not having a mic, so always try and speak. His mic opens up again, and I'm pretty sure he's in the middle of saying, everyone keeps shooting me, when a crack comes through the window straight into his little head. Dead.
Little head?
Yeah. No, it's big head, but yeah. Hey, we're keeping this PG. Welcome to DayZ, kid. Thanks for the impeccable comedic timing. I mean, yeah. If you've got a mic, bloody use it. Like, I had one of the best runs I've ever had with a squeaker. I just gave him a chance once, and he was so brutal. He had I think all he had was a shovel, and I was like, go knock that guy out. And he'd be like, all right, and then just go and fuck him up. I'm like, okay, now go knock that guy out. Like, all right. Used him as like my little like attack dog.
I think Tope done one with a squeaker once, and he was fucking epic.
Yeah.
He's had like a la, and he's lighting people up in like fucking la la la. But yeah, no, fair play though. That is it. It's like your old like Western films, like with the Indians and that. It's always the sergeant that says to like the officer, "I think it's too quiet." Boom, and then an arrow gets the sergeant right in the heart. He's like, "Oh, it wasn't that quiet."
You get that all the time, don't you? Like just the perfect. I love it when you're in the middle of a conversation, maybe you're cooking or something like that, and then suddenly just one of you just goes, and you falls to the floor, and then you hear the afterwards, because the way like the sound works in DayZ is great, isn't it?
Yeah,
where you'll see it way before you actually hear it and that kind of thing. So you don't know it's coming.
Yeah,
great.
Oh well. Yeah, that was very good, actually. Fair play, Ben. Fair play for not shooting him, actually. That's a good play. Very friendly. You can maybe get in the super friendly crew.
Yeah. Oi! Outro time. Now, how are you going to outro, Dave, on an episode that you can't remember recording?
It's fine. We can maybe set the criteria for the super friendly crew. It has been denoted to me in the WhatsApp group where I was in London and I was rather pissed. And I kept walking up the thing. And people are like, "What? How am I in the super friendly crew? And how am I in this crew?" Well, so there's a few sections in the Discord. One is interviewed. That's the guys that gets interviewed. Paddy seems to be up there.
Yeah, we did interview him.
Yeah, we did.
Episode 16, Bambies and Bushes or something.
There's section for super friendly. So the guys that are more active in the Discord, the guys that like guys we've ran with and we know they're super friendly, and DEFCON.
I mean,
potential.
You literally get zero benefits. Don't worry.
Hey,
about
the
it.
benefits are. There is no real benefits.
Yeah, no, there's none. There's no fucking benefits. You're selling it like a fucking job interview.
Because you're like, ooh, look how cool they are. It's super friendly.
Fuck, so no one cares. So, anyway, thank you very much for listening to episode 40. What was this thing called? A Town Called Friendly.
A Town Called Friendly.
Episode 40, A Town Called Friendly. I hope you come and visit sometime. Come say hi. Thank you very much for everything you do. Thanks for tuning in again. Another week down, baby.
Yeah. Okay, that seems cool.
And then we'll just fucking roll the outro, yeah?
Yeah, okay, let's go.
All right, see ya.
Ciao.
For
now.
Yeah. you can't change this up now. That's like you made it your thing.
Yeah, I know.